Who's celebrating with me? I'm gonna be 40 in exactly 1 month from now. So what is today? Today's the 4th, right? Yeah, that means that in 1 month I will be 40. 1 month, that's it, just 1 month. In 1 month I will be 40 years old. So I figured we would start the countdown because, listen, come July, it is my birthday month, okay? My birthday is 4th of July, which means I don't really get a birthday because everybody just gets a birthday. It's like, you know, the participation trophies where like everyone gets one to make sure everyone feels special. So everyone gets to celebrate the 4th of July. So I do not get a birthday. So July is my birthday, okay? July. It's just July. I got older a week and a half ago. Oh, happy belated birthday. So I will be, oh my gosh, wait, the 17th of June or July? You're an 84 baby. Any other 84 babies? I was born July 4th, 1984. So I'll be 40 in exactly 1 month from today. It's a special day. Anyway, so I just made a video. I was talking about how as we start getting older, we got to change up the game with our makeup. Because, another 1984. Oh, yeah, Memorial Day. Okay. Another 84 baby. Yes! So many. Oh my gosh. So many 84 babies. Yeah! We are the same. Another PI is here. Yay! Turn the whole damn 4th of July into a giant birthday bash. I do. But I'm going to need everyone to focus on me. And no one does that. Everybody's like, it's America's birthday. And they're like, Mackenzie, sorry. And I'm like, I want it to be my birthday and my birthday alone. But there's only 365 days in the year and like however billion people in the United States. So whatever. It's fine. I can share. Oh, you got married and your birthday's in July? That's fun. Oh, Christmas Eve. That means when you get a birthday present, it's like, this is for your birthday and Christmas. Like, you got gypped. So I get a party in the middle of the year and then Christmas at the end of the year. So you guys know my love language is gifting, like gifts. And so I get birthday presents on the 4th and birthday presents at the end of the year. So like every 6 months, prezzies. I love the prezzies. 4 other people who have July 4th birthday. Oh my God. Oh, Thanksgiving. I had a baby on the 4th. Oh my God. I love this so much. So many 4th of July babies. So one thing that is super, kind of important for me to share is 40 is the age that people really start, I'm so old. And all of a sudden everybody's like, I'm decrepit and you're over the hill. I told my husband, I said, MFer, if you throw me a party with some gold and black balloons, we are getting divorced. No, I'm just kidding. I said, it's not going to happen. Like we're not doing it. Right. So I was like, I want like neon and like, so we're going to have like an 80s theme birthday bash or something. I don't know. Anyway, so one thing that I talk about is when we change, like as we get older, thank you. It's in my merch. It's on if you want my merch, like the Freedom Barbie merch, comment merch here and it'll send you the link. There's new summer merch. This is a tank. So we have tank tops now. We have more t-shirts with more designs and all the things. So check out the merch. I'll be 40 in 2 years. You're not going to cry. It's like 40 is great. Like, there's a lot of people who don't make it to 40. I'm grateful. I'm grateful as can be to make it to 40. Thank you, Lord Jesus. 40 is great. Like there is nothing wrong with 40. I feel young. I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. So anyways, let's do some makeup and I want to show you why as we get older, even into our 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, yes, I have 100-year-old customers. I want to show you why this makeup is going to work for you. And most of it is because it's freaking easy. So let's do this real quick. Let's do it. Comment, match, or text me at this number for free color match. Let me post this and then we can get going. So I come on the social medias all day, every day to tell you guys why you need this makeup, right? And why it's so easy. And everybody's like, yeah, but you're online and like everyone makes it look easy online. It's not really that easy. Yes, it is. Stop it. Yes, it is. So easy. So these colors are basically just curated by you, not by me. I tell you what colors I recommend for you based on your skin tone when you send me a picture, but the rest is up to you. So for me, When you talk about like highlighting and contouring, right? Like when you go on the Saint website, it doesn't have a category called foundation where you choose a foundation shade. This is not like other makeup. This is not like you choose a foundation shade and then you add the other products. Saint is not your average makeup company. This is not like other makeup where you just add all the things, right? This is one of those products where all of your makeup together, like all of these colors together, create your 3D foundation. So what I'm doing is I'm applying a contour in this area, right? This is going to give me shape, a little bit of dimension. Going to add a little bit of jazz here. I just put on, my lips are so dry and killing me. So I put on this stuff, but I'm not crazy about it. This, was it this one? The Maracuja Juicy, this stuff, that's all over TikTok, but I saw it in Ulta first. And I'm not crazy about it. I feel like it's really, really pink. So I'm going to take it off. I don't like it. It's like way too pink for me. And it's like, I don't like it. I just purged my lippy station and now I'm getting rid of that too. I don't like it. Where's just my regular like Aquifer? Oh, Bath and Body Works has new what do you call it, lip stuff as well, but I'm just gonna use the Laneige. Anyway, so hold on, stand by. Okay, this is like all-time favorite Mackenzie, the Laneige lip mask. All-time favorite lippy stuff. Okay. Sorry, I did not like that other one. I don't need a lip plumper. Like, I get my lips done. Like, I don't want a plumper and I don't want it to sting me. Okay. So, I've applied my contour, right, in this area here. So what's cool about this Saint makeup that you always see me going on and on and on and on for days about every single day of my life is like this, this all is your foundation, okay? So what I was talking about in the video that I just made was like, if you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got, right? So if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over, you know, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. If you keep doing the same thing over and over, you're gonna just keep getting the same thing, right? You always do what you always did, you always get what you always got. But what if you keep doing the same makeup, right? But your skin is changing. So you always do what you always got, but what if the variables start changing? You keep doing the same makeup, but now your skin is aging. Your skin is getting older. Like, we're not getting younger, right? Like, there's no, this is not some magic potion to like make your pores go away, make your lines go away. But I will show you how to find your confidence with makeup in an easy way. And with this particular makeup that at first I thought was so stupid. I was like, nobody does makeup like that. But then when I learned it, I was like, holy bananas, this is actually really easy. Like, so many women could benefit from this. So here we are. Anyways, so I contour here, right? So this is part one of my foundation. So the IIID means 3D foundation. And this is like part one of that, right? So part two is a brightening highlight. So you go from darkest to lightest, darkest, lightest, darkest contour outside, brightest, brightening highlight. So when I color match you, right, you'll get a color match from me. Like when you send me your picture, I'll look at your beautiful face and I will look at your eyes and your hair and your face shape and your age and your eye color and the root of your hair and your eyebrows and all these things. And I will make a determination based on my knowledge and experience with this makeup and say, oh, okay, I match you to these shades, right? And what I do is I send you a list of colors. I send you a shade that I think would look great as your main highlight. So all we're doing is using different colors to highlight different areas of our face, right? So we're contouring the outside to create this really beautiful contoured look. So it's going to give us a shape and dimension. It's going to define some pretend cheekbones or not pretend cheekbones. The Lord forgot mine. Maybe he didn't forget yours. You just want to enhance them, whatever. So we're just doing that with the contour. Looks super scary, but it's not, I promise, right? And then with this super bright color, this is called a brightening highlight. You might know this as concealer because that's kind of the general area where it goes. A brightening highlight is intended to brighten. It is not concealing jack crap, okay? These are all the same consistency, so they're gonna blend together. It's gonna melt really nicely into the skin. Can you see? See how it, like, you see my skin and my pores and all the things, and see how it looks kind of wonky and crazy? Watch. Just freaking watch. It's so cool. So now I have, and you can even do like little fun things like this if you want like a faux facelift and you just kind of want to give the visual effect that you have a eye lift or that your face is like pulled back, right? This is a fun way to do that, okay? So this is a brightening highlight. This part is my main highlight, okay? So we're highlighting different areas of our face in different ways. The main highlight you might know as foundation, or you might hear me call it foundation because that's what a lot of people know it as, because this is the shade that most closely matches your skin tone. It kind of goes all over. The difference between like the liquid foundation, which is filled with alcohols and it evaporates on your skin and then it just dries you out and it literally ages you as you're trying to get a flawless finish. What you don't realize is that the liquid foundation, you put it all over your face and then you add the layers of stuff on top. This stuff is all the same consistency. So as you add your colors where they go, number one, it's going to give you coverage. So I'll get coverage in these areas, and it's buildable. So it can be super light coverage or heavy coverage, whatever you like. You will not need a super heavy coverage. I promise you. You'll be like, oh, this is really nice. So contour, brightening highlight, main highlight, or foundation, whatever you want to call it. So when you get a color match from me, you are not going to see a thing that says foundation. I'm going to say, this is your 3D foundation. This palette. My birthday is July 4th. So in 1 month, baby, 1 month from today, going to be 40. Going to be 40, and everybody has to like celebrate the Independence Day. Everybody's going to forget about me because nobody cares, but if you know me, you know I will find a way to make it about me. Like, it's my birthday. Someone tell me happy birthday. It's fine. But that's partially where freedom and Freedom Barbie comes from. And then the other part of it was like the freedom to like be who you are and not give a crap about what anybody else thinks. Okay. So this is my main highlight. So whenever you get color matched, I am not going to match you with a foundation like that. This is not other companies. This is what sets Saint apart from other makeup. Have you tried a lip primer? Yes, I have tried a lip primer, and you're tomorrow? Oh my gosh, happy early birthday. That's so funsies. Yes, I have tried the primer. It doesn't last that long before it still goes. The only reason these lippies are not long wear is because they would have to add more ingredients, and she just did it. Kara Brooke, the founder of Saint, she went about that life. She's like, listen, there's cool little palettes, these teeny tiny little palettes that you can put your makeup in and carry, like, you know, if you want to do touch-ups or whatever. But that was one thing that she insisted upon, was keeping the ingredients very minimal, very clean. So that's what she did. Saturday, oh my gosh. Everybody's having birthdays. Good for you. So fun. July 5th. Oh my God. You're a day after me. What year? Are you 84? Okay. So look, these 3 shades that I put on my face, right? See how they're doing different things, right? So I have this like main foundation shade. My main color is everywhere else. So I put my contour here where I want it to appear like there's shadows. I put the brightening highlight, or you might call it concealer. Older than you. Oh, cute. Well, it's fine. You don't have to tell your age. I will never. That was rude. Was that rude to ask? I'm 2000. Years 2000? Like the year 2000? Oh boy, get out. Get out. I'm 2000. The brightening is nice. Yes. Okay. So sorry. I guess I should blend this in and show you. Okay. July 8th. Let's do the 4th. Oh, no way. Well, I took the 4th. You got the 8th. I think you're the only 8th I've heard so far tonight. Okay. So brightening highlight. I'm going to get real close just to kind of show you as best I can. Do you see how it's like, you can see the texture. I have lines. My skin is not perfect. Obviously my brows are not perfect. They're trying to run off my face. Look how I've applied this in a very like kind of messy, sloppy way. See how there's skin showing there? My contour, I kind of put it up here a little bit, right? Do you see how it's like really, there's the brightening highlight. There's the foundation, the contour. See, oh, I got a little guy coming through. I'm on my period. Anyways, see how all these colors look crazy. I just want to show you how even online, like the people you see online, we're all the same. We all have skin. Look, see? The reason it's in my lines right there is because I haven't blended it. This makeup will not settle in your lines and wrinkles. There's just a huge chunk of it in there right now because I haven't blended it. So I just want you to look. I just want you to see I am a real person with real skin. I'm going to be 40. Like, this is what it looks like. Skin. Like, exactly how you, like, everybody looks the same, right? And then when you pull out like a normal person, like looking at a normal distance, it looks fine, right? Whenever you blend this makeup, right, you do not have to change your brush. I've used the same brush to apply everything. I just want to show you in real close up. Oh, we're going to get real. I'm sorry if I have boogers and you see them. I'm sorry. Look, I want to show you how I'm blending this makeup into my skin by lightly pressing like this. See how I am just like tapping? I am not dragging my makeup. The reason this makeup is great for mature or maturing skin, any age, especially young ladies, oh, so beautiful, but especially as you get older, is because it will not settle in your lines and wrinkles. This makeup moves with your skin. It works with you, not against you. And it will create this really beautiful skin-like finish without giving you a super full, like, you can get a full coverage look without that cakey, like, layer upon layer upon layer look. So I'm zoomed in all the way just to show you my skin is real. My skin looks like yours. My skin has the, should I apply retinol first and then moisturizer, or the reverse? I think you do. Don't you do moisturizer first? I don't know. I'm not the best skincare person to ask. I don't know for that stuff, like what goes first. So I'm not really sure. Does anybody else know? Do you apply retinol or moisturizer first? Maybe you do retinol by itself. I'm not sure. But I want you to see how when I'm blending my makeup, I'm literally just tapping. When I get to my contour, this is why I say serums first. Thank you. I knew that. I knew there was like a rule. Serum first, moisturizer last. Thank you. You guys are so nice. When I say blend to Jesus, look at see where I put my contour right there? Look. Look, lightly sweeping up. Is it hypoallergenic? No, it is not hypoallergenic. I think they're not allowed to say it's hypoallergenic because that's not like a regulated term by the FDA or whatever. But I think when it comes to sensitive skin, I actually just had someone ask this last night and I posted it in my beauty group on Facebook, which you're welcome to join. It's called Freedom in Beauty VIP. And then you know what? I just learned that too. Why didn't I retain that information? Thank you. So the serum first and the moisturizer last. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are the best. I learned so much from you guys. Okay. So anyway, someone posted about, sensitive skin, and I have so many sensitive skin customers. There was probably like 100 people who answered. So you should go into my beauty group and ask them. But I will say a lot of my customers that are sensitive skin, they say, that this is one of the only products they can use. So there's only 11 ingredients. So very few ingredients. One of them is beeswax, which is really good for your skin. So I totally recommend going into my beauty group and talking to those ladies. I really think I'm gonna message you after this so you can join it. But it's called Freedom in Beauty VIP on the Book of Faces, the Facebook. And you're welcome to join this. Those ladies are wonderful. Okay, so you see how I blended this whole half of my face, and look how beautiful, and it's like everything's just kind of blended really nicely, right? It melts into your skin. So this is not like a paintbrush where you're dragging the color across your skin, like a liquid foundation where you kind of have to like drag it, and then, whatever, and then it evaporates because it's full of alcohols. This makeup isn't. So I've taken these 3 colors, applied them where they go, and in one layer, so the same as your liquid foundation is in one layer, this is one layer. Contour, brightening, foundation everywhere else. So it's still one layer of makeup. It's just one layer. But now I don't have to go back in and add contour on top, and I don't have to add concealer on top. It's so cool. But at first when people see it, they're like, that looks like a lot. It's because it's multiple colors. So if you want full coverage, don't add more layers. You're going to age yourself. Add more colors. Black dot on a white piece of paper is going to be really obvious. And then if you take one color and put it all around that black dot, let's call the black dot a wrinkle or a line or a blemish or a zit or whatever, right? And you start, hey girl, hey! The black dot is still going to be noticeable. But whenever you take dimension, different colors, and you start putting that interest all over the paper, that black dot becomes a little less noticeable, right? So this isn't about covering all the things that we're not crazy about, covering all those pores and those lines and those blemishes and the melasma and all of those things, right? This is not about covering those things. This is about enhancing what we find beautiful, what we really like the things that we love about our face or whatever, enhancing what's already there. And then the stuff we're not super crazy about that makes us a little self-conscious, it kind of disappears a little bit, right? So that's the whole idea. No more wearing makeup as a mask. We are not hiding behind makeup as a mask anymore. I did it for years and years and years and years and years. I was 300 pounds. I was living in my car doing surveillance because that was my life for 18 years, 7 days a week, sometimes 10, 20, 30 hours a day. I say 30, there's not that, but you know what I mean? I would do a lot of surveillance in my car by myself.
Oh, thank you.
What are you doing?
Putting it in my tablet.
All these square feet and you're right here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there you have it, folks. Anyways, I use makeup as a mask. I want to inspire so many women to just find a fun, easy, light way to do makeup that they can age with, that they can feel confident with as they age at any age, or if you're just young, or if you, I guess this is the only iPhone charger in the house. It's not, but this is it's fine, whatever. Anyways, I just want women to feel confident, and I know what it's like to lack confidence, to hate myself, to just be in such a low place where I don't feel pretty, right? And so when you can, yes, exactly. Makeup should enhance your natural beauty and as expression and your personal style. I'm trying to not get emotional. I would sit in my car on surveillance for all those hours, not see one single soul, and I had to put on makeup without seeing one single person because that's the only way I could look at myself. That's the only way I could go about my day, was if I had a full face of makeup on. Even though I wasn't seeing anybody, you could argue, oh, I was doing it for me. No, I wasn't. I was doing it because I needed to know that I had a mask to put on. I was hiding, right? This is a saint. This was a saint gift that I got. It was a saint swag, I guess, that I got when I earned the Mexico trip this year. So they sent it over. But isn't it cute? It's like just a light, and it's long. Like comes down like your thighs, which is really light, and I like it a lot. So anyways, I want you to know that I am someone that absolutely cannot stand a gimmick. Don't tell me about no gimmicks. That's one reason I don't really care about direct sales companies. Usually people are like, oh, it does this and it'll make you look 12 years younger overnight. No, it won't stop it. I'm sorry, but you will never convince me that something like that will happen. That's not something that's real, right? It's something we're all striving for, and I feel like that's where people get misled, and I do feel like if you use makeup to enhance how you look, when you take off this makeup, you are still confident even after the makeup is off, because number one, it's hydrating, so your skin is really glowy, and it's very few ingredients. There's no alcohol, the liquids, and your skin just feels good. But number two, you know that when you take your makeup off, you can wake up in the morning and you can duplicate it. So whereas a makeup artist, I will put on someone's makeup and then they'll be like, oh gosh, so beautiful. And they're taking selfies, all this stuff. They're calling their mom, they're FaceTiming, their husbands are doing all these things. But then when they take the makeup off, they're like, man, I wish you could just come every day and do my makeup. I just felt so pretty, right? And it's not duplicatable, but this makeup is. So when you buy this makeup, Whereas like you go into Ulta and you're like, okay, I've watched the YouTube tutorial. She said to use this product and this brush and this is how I'm going to do it, right? And you're like, it doesn't look the same. She looked great. And now I look like I got gangbanged by Crayola. Like I cannot, right? And so when that happens, you get discouraged and you feel like, well, what do I do now? Like this, like that didn't work out. And so you start to lose faith in, you're like, well, no makeup's going to look good on me. So I'll just stop wearing makeup. And then what happens then? It's a slippery slope. Because once you're like, I'm just going to stop wearing makeup. I'm just going to stop brushing my hair. I'm just going to sleep a little bit longer. And before you know it, you have taken no pride in yourself. And this may or may not be true for you, but it was absolutely true for me. This is exactly what happened to me. And so I feel like knowing that stuff happens, like when you start to lose a little bit of confidence, you say, well, why would I even do this when, nothing else is going to work out, right? So whenever you start to feel that way, put on the makeup. And when it only takes like 3 minutes to do your whole face, it's like you have no excuse. Do something that when you look in the mirror, you were like, damn girl, you look good. There are so many customers have told me, I stop by a mirror and I do a double take at myself, right? Like, oh, who's your hall pass? Girl, I am my own hall pass. I am looking good. That's where I want you to be. Like, that's what I think more women should feel. So what is the price? These are $16 each. So you can replace your bottle of $42 Born This Way foundation or whatever you use, Clinique, $60, however much it costs, $16. And because you use so little, these will last you a long time. I know they look so little bitty, right? But they are fierce. Do not get it twisted. She is, what is it? She is fierce, but she is mighty, or she is small, but she is mighty, or whatever. What's the saying? She is small, but she is mighty. That's these. Because you use so very little, right? This stuff is amazing. It makes me... I love that. It really does. It'll boost your confidence. I think it's so easy. Like, it's so confidence boosting. Like, it's just one of those things where, like, you can walk into Ulta and you can say, okay, I'm going to try this new foundation. And you put it on your skin. You're like, yes, bingo, bango, got him, perfect match. Boom, right? And you get home and you put it on and it's like, okay, I put on this makeup, but I still don't look like the girl. Why? You don't look like the girl on the little thing. And that's on the girl that's wearing the makeup and she's on the sign on the shelf. And it says, look at me, buy this makeup, right? And you don't look like her still. Why? Because she's wearing other products that you didn't put on, that she didn't tell you about. This? She is little, but she is fierce. Thank you. Midsummer Night's... Is that really? I never read that. I feel like I should have. It's fine. I've been in skincare for over 20 years and you got me. Oh my gosh, that's so impressive. Will you, since you said that, you've been in skincare for over 20 years, when you get this makeup, I would love to hear, and I will actually gift you a free whatever you want, like a free lip and cheek color or whatever, when you get your makeup, if you are willing to share your experience. I want to know, listen, I've been in skincare for 20 years. This is my experience. This is what I like or do not like. I mean, I won't send you something free if you don't like it, like if you don't want me to. But if you do like it, I would love to hear your experience. Like, I would love to hear step by step, like why you like it, what you think about it, what you think about the ingredients, like your personal experience from someone who's been in skincare. I spent a lot of money on an English degree I didn't finish. Well, why? An English degree for what? What are you going to do with that? I'm just curious. Like, absolutely. And I'm an ingredient nerd. Oh my gosh. I would love... I think for me personally, number one, I hate being in sales. I signed up to do this on accident. I didn't know it was a sales gig or else I would have never did it. But anyways, people started buying the makeup from me and I panicked and I was like, stop. And then they just did and then they just never stopped. And so here we are, which I think is really cool, whatever. So I hate the fact that I'm in sales and I hate saying, oh yeah, this makeup is really great. And it's great for rosacea. And yes, it's great for sensitive skin. Yes, it's great for this. I don't have all those things. So I can only share my experience for what I have. So to have someone who's in skincare or like my beauty group, like my Facebook group, which if you didn't hear me talking about it before, it's called Freedom in Beauty, VIP, all spelled out with the VIP on Facebook. Those women, if you go in there and you talk about like your, like you have questions about like, hey, what do you guys think about this? Like, I really want to know more. Ask the customers directly. Ask a customer who in this case, like, if you like this makeup, I want to know, like, hey, I'm in skincare and I tried it and this is what I think. Like, those true, honest, genuine testimonials, I feel really helps other women, because I feel like it's so easy to be like, oh yeah, you'll look great. This makeup will be perfect for you. But I don't know. Like, people say, how do you cover dark under eyes? I can tell you based on my makeup experience and how I've done other people's makeup, but I can't show you because I don't have super dark under eyes. So that's when I say, hey, I have a customer who has this, or hey, there's another artist who has this that you can probably learn from, or whatever. So you've got the Benjamin Button. I mentioned Benjamin Button in my video. I wanted to work in marketing and advertising. English degrees are great for any job that involves communication. Really? I had no idea. I just like blood and guts. Criminal justice. I don't know about anything else. I don't know why people get a degree like in music literature or something. Like what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do with that? I don't get it. Like, what do you guys do with those degrees? Like, where do you work? Who hires you? Like, oh, you're trying to get a job, and they're like, what do you have a degree in? And you're like, I have a degree in musical literature and karaoke. And they're like, okay, well, this is, like, your job is going to be, like, filing. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm so curious, like, what jobs are out there that I just have no idea about. I should have done one of those jobs, probably. But it's fine. Anyway, so that's why this makeup is cool. So you can see I've used one brush. I'm someone who likes a little bit more contour. So I'm going to enhance my cheekbones that the Lord forgot a little bit more. I'm going to get to the gates of heaven, and he's going to say, if you say one thing one more time about them cheekbones, he said, get out. That's what the Lord is going to say. So I should stop talking about how he forgot my cheekbones. But it's okay. Love you, Lord. Thank you. We still homies. Anyway, so dimension, right? So we're just adding different dimension. And then this is a small palette too, like $16, $16, $16, $16. If you want a big mamma jamma, eyeshadows and blushes and colors and bronzers and like illuminators and all the things, this is just simple basic. This is like basic girl, want to get out the door in 5 minutes or less, need a makeup that's not going to take me 100,000 years. Like, this is it, right? And then you just add your color, like a little bit of lip and cheek. These blush, lip, whatever. What do you call it? Lip and cheek colors. It's like a blush, but then it doubles as a lip color. So you can like, I'm bougie and I put it on with a brush. You can totally just use your finger and slap it on all willy-nilly. Anyways, look how pretty, right? Super, super easy. No more the liquid, and you gotta do this, then you gotta do this, and you gotta wet your sponge, you gotta do that, and you gotta add a bronzer, and you need a brush, and it's a powder, and you gotta tab a blood, and then whatever. No, stop it. One color, like literally everywhere. Like the contour goes here, the brightener goes here, the main shade goes here. It is one layer of makeup. I added my blush on top, but guess what? They're all the same consistency. So it's not dried paint followed by another dried paint. It's not liquid foundation with all these alcohols and all these other ingredients that you can't pronounce, followed by a bronzer with a bunch of ingredients that you can't pronounce, and that has alcohol in it too, and then another layer of blush, and then you have this illuminator. And all, by the time you know it, you're caked on, right? You're cakey. With this, it's all blending. It's all melting together. So even though I put my blush on top, what happens? It's all the same consistency. So it's really just melting together into my skin. It's a second skin. That's it. Super light, super easy peasy, different brushes, different results. You can do a little dusting, little sweepies, whatever. Can you use these? You wouldn't put fresh paint on a dirty car. Yeah, my husband was just saying that. He was talking about getting the cars like ceramic coated. I'm like, your car, like, don't touch my Tahoe. Like, it's in the warranty. Like, don't worry about my Tahoe. Like, you go do your fancy race cars, but like, leave mine alone. And he was saying that whenever you do the ceramic coating on top, like, you have to like clear the paint of all the swirls or whatever. I don't know, but whatever, before you can put the ceramic coating on top, because then it's like locked in and it's like 10-year, whatever, stupid. Can you use these for your eye shades? Yeah, you can. I mean, we have a really great selection of powder eyeshadows. So our eyeshadows are powders. They're really beautiful. There's 100 million different shades. I think there's like, I don't know, like 100 eyeshadows. So there's all different colors of eyeshadows. But one thing that I like to do, and I call this like my lazy girl style makeup. If you take your contour, or I usually use my bronzer, but in this case, I'm going to take my contour. See how I just tap it on my finger a little bit? And then you just tap it right here on your lid. And it kind of gives you like a lazy girl eyeshadow. Look, isn't it great? You just tap it on. We're just going to pretend it's eyeshadow. And look, see how it adds that really pretty like eyeshadow look without actually doing eyeshadow? If you're feeling really lazy, it's really nice. Personally, I recommend setting a cream eyeshadow with a powder. So whether it be a setting powder or a matte eyeshadow of some neutral shade or whatever. So I would not just leave this, only because with the, as we open and close our eyes a million times, it'll crease just because it's cream and that's what it does. But if you take this and just tap it on, and then you can tap on a little setting powder after, it'll be really great. Or use a primer, like an actual like cream primer. Those are really great too. Oh, you're gonna love it. You'll die. Like, you will absolutely die, because the makeup comes in little tins like this, and then you pop it open, and then you take it out of the little, and look how pretty. They're a little decorative, and they have the names on them. And on the back of the color, it goes like this, I think. I have them organized separately. On the back, it has like the name of the product. So this is Cotton Candy Lip and Cheek, and it has all the ingredients. That's it. Just those 11 ingredients. It has those, and then you take them out and they magnetize into your palette. You can like rearrange them. And it's so cute, especially if you have OCD. Oh, it's so satisfying. Anyways, really fun. You're really gonna love it. Okay, for someone getting into drag, I would, if you're doing drag, like drag shows or just like makeup for dudes. Like, I'm just asking because if it's a drag show, you can use this for a drag show, but I recommend setting powder, setting spray, like all the different things. Yes, office supplies and stationery. Oh, love it. Yes. It's so great. And then you can like, I have this little, I saved the tins, which, by the way, the company did these like decorative tins that people wouldn't want to throw them away, just to save, like, just so they'd want to save them or whatever. My friend is doing, okay, so if they're doing drag shows, you can totally use this makeup. Like, you could make this makeup pop. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you know this, but most Hollywood, like actors and actresses and performers, singers, anybody on stage, performers, whatever, wear cream makeup because it is so much more photogenic. So much more, it is so much more, looks better in pictures and on stage, and it just like shows better. So many people that are performers wear cream makeup. And so yes, I would recommend it. I would just recommend a bangin' setting spray. So like setting powders, which I feel like with drag, there's going to be powder a lot around the eye area because you really want to set that, especially here, because obviously the texture, and you're going to use a lot. So there's going to be texture, but it'll totally pop on a stage. 100%. 100%. You're in Florida. Yay. Are you so happy? I know you were excited about that. You're in Florida. Of course, I could never get my makeup looks, like no matter how hard I try, I could never get my makeup looks to be as drag as I wanted them to be. Like if someone was like super wanted to do like a drag glam look, I've had a couple people ask for that like during my makeup sessions, and I never could get it the way a drag queen can do their makeup. Oh my God. It looks so good. But they have to make it like, they have to make it like pop. Like you need to be able to see it. Just like my little, my friend's little girl, she does dance, right? And she's Ryan's age, so she's 10. And they do really heavy makeup on those girls, like the bright red lip and the bright purple eyeshadow, just so that they can, those facial expressions really get seen better from the audience when they're doing their dance recital or routine or whatever. And it looks gorgeous. And it's all the cream makeup. Totally, I will match you. I might need a secret color match. Do it. You guys know I do secret color matches all the time. Like people want to get this makeup as a gift for like their wife or, their mom. And I always do. I love it so much because I'm like, okay, send me a picture as best you can. And like, we're working together and like, okay. And they send me this picture and I'm like, okay. And then I get them in their color match and then they buy the makeup. And they're like, oh my gosh. I am north of Tampa. Oh, you know what? I'm in Plant City, which is, so I'm south of you and then to the, never eat soggy, never. It's fine. I'm 5. I'm east, so I'm south and east of you. And I was helping my friend move today. I don't even think I broke a sweat. Like, it felt like it was hot, obviously, but it wasn't that bad. And I wondered if it was because and it was hot. I think it was like 90 something degrees outside. And I wonder if it was because I lost weight that I didn't feel like as hot, or if it just wasn't as hot, but it wasn't very bad. And I was like, this is my first summer where I'm not like super, super heavy. So it's new for me. So real quick, this is the 4 palette. So if you want these 4 shades, it's just $16, $16, whatever, you get a brush. When I do my color match, I will match you to something that's like this big. So it'll have like 2 different foundation shades and a concealer and a contour and a bronzer and an illuminator and some lip and cheek shades and some eyeshadows. I will send all of those to you and say, hey, here's the colors that I recommend for each category or whatever. If you see the price on it, because I send you like a shopping list and I say, hey, here's all your things. And if it says like, I think a lot of them, I think I match mostly to these and it's around $300, including the brushes that I recommend. You don't have to buy that. Like, don't be like, I'm not buying that because I'm not paying that. You choose what you get, like what you want to purchase. I just send you a shopping list of all the recommended colors for you. You go through and decide, well, I don't want a palette this big. I just want a palette this big. So all I need is my contour shade, my brightening highlight, my main shade, and my lip and 1 lip and cheek color. So when I color match you, it is just me giving you a list of all my recommendations. That is not like, Saint doesn't require you to purchase any amount of anything. So if you just want to buy, if your budget is $16, just get 1 shade. It's not, I mean, please don't do that. It's not going to benefit you. But I would recommend getting like your 3 shades and then a lip and cheek colors. $16, $16. You'll get a credit toward a palette. So the more makeup you add to your cart, the more credit you'll get towards a palette, so that your makeup purchase is commensurate with the size palette that you need. It's really, really cool. But anyways, get a free color match. It'll come directly to me. I personally, with my eyes, everybody thinks it's like some kind of machine. With my eyes, I pull up your picture and I look at your eye color. I look at the root of your hair, your brow color. I look at your age. I look at your face shape. I look at if there's any discoloration. I look at all these different things, and obviously your skin tone. I look here, no lower. Don't be weird. But I look at all of these things and I color match based on that. So when I send you a main highlight and a brightening highlight, it's usually because I've looked very closely at what your skin tone is and what's going on there. And that's how I color match. So I am particularly pretty good at color matching. There's a lot of people who are like, I want to be an artist. Like, I want to sell makeup too, but I don't want to color match. You don't have to do it alone. So there's some artists who are just not, there are some women who have been here since the company started in like 2000, zero, and they still don't know how to color match. So it's fine. Like, if you never learn, it's fine. So as an artist, like, that's the support that you get. I can't speak for other teams or other leadership styles or whatever, but I know the ladies on my team always, like, we collaborate together. So if somebody's like, hey, I have this customer who sent me this picture. She wants a color match, but I'm not sure about this because like her neck is darker than her face or whatever. And that's where we come in and help each other. So if you were interested in the artist program, don't let that stop you. Like, if you want to sling makeup, go sling makeup. They don't care how much you sell. They don't care. They don't care if you recruit. You don't have to recruit. Nothing. It's fine. There's top sellers here they don't recruit anybody. It's fine. Why 3 shades? I know there's a main. Oh, okay. So that's a good question. I talked about this last night, Little Miss Amy. So on the 12 collection, and actually, for me personally, on my color match form, there's a box and it says, hey, thanks for uploading your selfie. If you want me to match you to your summer shade, check this box. And then I will recommend a current shade, or what is it? Yeah, your current shade. And then a shade that's like, listen, going into summer, being out in the sun even one day, we might shade up. So with cream makeup, it's different than liquid, right? With cream makeup, it blends differently. So I might say, hey, for right now, this one, but if you get any darker, you might want to go here. With cream makeup, if you use a color that's too light, and really with any makeup, but especially cream because of the opacity is different than like liquids. So whenever you shade up, you get a much more beautiful finish. Whereas if you stay too light and your skin is changing with the summer, but you're still using like your spring shade or shade from last week, it very well could start to look a little textured because because you use so little and because it's so pigmented, you're going to see like the dryness and you're going to see the texture. Whereas all you need to do is shade up, which is another reason this is great for mature skin. We start aging at like 25, right? Like we hit 25, that's our peak. And then all you can go is down, right? Like as you get older. So it's important that we are, number one, using a hydrating product, but number two, with the shades, anytime there is any type of texture on your face anywhere, it's important to shade up. Me personally, I like to use a super bright color, like I like even going even brighter than this. So this is Aura. I like to use Linen right here in my T-zone. I really like that pop a lot. I would probably just show you. But there are some people who, if you're super, super textured in those areas, I would not recommend using a super bright color because the super, super bright color will accentuate that texture. So I like to use a color like this, where it's like super, super bright. Personally, this is my preference. And that's another reason I love this makeup is that it's so customizable. Because if you're like, hey, Mackenzie, I love your color match, but I love how whenever you did that super bright color, I really liked the contrast with your makeup. It looked really good. What color would you recommend for me if I want to get that super bright look? And then I can look at your color match and I can say, oh, I matched you to Mango with Aura. But if you want that super bright look, try Linen instead or whatever. And so this is how I like my makeup, be just a tad bit brighter in the T-zone. And that's what I love, is that it's totally customized to you. I tell you what colors I recommend, and you say, this is the look that I like. Will these colors give me that look? Will this give me a bright pop in the T-zone? Or some people say, I don't like that super bright pop. I just want it to be all one color with a little bit of bronzer. And then I'll say, okay, get the main highlight, which is Mango, and get Bella bronzer. And then maybe a nice blush and an illuminator. Like, you literally build it however you want. There are some customers I have that are married to their Clinique foundation. They're like, I don't want foundation. I'm not straying from my Clinique. I use it. I love it. I'm Mary Kay, whatever. I don't want to change it, but I really want to try everything else. Build a palette with everything except for the main highlight. You know what I mean? So it's really, really cool. It's customized to you. And that's what I feel is missing in the makeup world. That's what I feel is missing in the beauty world, is that everybody's telling you, oh, do this and use this technique and do this. And they're saying it as if it applies to everyone. But how can it apply to everyone if we all have different styles? We all have different face shapes. We all have different skin tones and types and textures. And we all have different hair colors. And all these different things are so different and unique about each of us. Why are we not addressing those things? We are just saying, you need to do this if you have this, and this if you have this, and that's it. But it's like, but it's not like this. You need something that's customized, right? That's why I love what she's done with this makeup, is because it's customized to every woman, and it gives every woman the empowerment to, number one, duplicate her makeup and make it how she wants it every day, like over and over, because it's so easy. But number two, it gives her the option to customize different things. If I color match you and you get your makeup and you try the colors and you're like, I'm not crazy about how bright that is, I kind of want that a little bit darker. You text me and you say, hey girl, I'm not crazy about how bright this color is in the middle. I kind of wanted something a little darker. I say, okay, cool, no problem. Let's shade up. And I give you a recommendation and I say, let's get that swapped out for you. That's my job. Like, that's what I do, is to offer you that customer service, offer you that support, and say, let me show you how you can get the shade that you want instead. You are never stuck with any colors you don't like, which is another reason that like Morphe and like all these people and like the Makeup Forever, like they're making these palettes, like the cream palettes all have all the different color creams. So you're using like 3 and then the rest you just don't use, but you just paid $84 and you're like, oh, but it's cheaper than Saint. Is it though? No, it's not. Stop it. I travel a ton for work and personal, and this makeup has majorly simplified what I travel with. 1,000,000 stars. Same. Oh my gosh. My husband's suitcase is like, thank you. Get out. Because I take up half a suitcase as my like makeup duffel bag. Not anymore. It's kind of cool. Anyways, so get a free color match, and the next 30 days, I might do like a birthday giveaway or something. My birthday is July 4th. That's exactly 30 days. So I don't know. Maybe we'll do something fun. Join my beauty group on Facebook. That's where I like to do my giveaways and stuff, just because it's more of an intimate environment. And those are like my VIPs or what, it's just a cool group of ladies. But anyways, join my VIP group on Facebook, or keep an eye out, because I want to do a birthday giveaway. I think it'd be really fun. I think maybe someone could use some freebies or something. Anyways, I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful night. Just text me at the number that I pinned here. I hope you guys see it, because I do. Or just, I don't know, message me here and tell me, hey, I want to get a color match. I quit Facebook 10 years ago. Good for you. It can, social media can be a real pain in the butt. It can be not nice. Good for you. I'm proud of you for doing that. Anyways, okay. I love you guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow, because I'll be here again. Love you. Bye.